Hey, this is Ashley Victoria Robinson coming to you live from the Popverse here at New York ComicCon, and I am here with four of the geniuses behind Significant Other. I am here with Jake Lacey, Micah Monroe, Dan Bergen, Robert Olson. Welcome!
Thank you for having us.
How has your New York ComicCon been so far?
It's about 45 seconds old, so
Yeah.
Oh,
we
great!
just got here.
But it's exciting.
Not
We're
burned
excited.
out yet?
No, we
Love
can
it,
feel the
love
energy
it.
in the hall. It's very exciting.
How excited is everybody to be sharing the movie with everyone here tonight?
I mean, we're thrilled. This is gonna be the first time seeing it with people that aren't our cousins and parents and stuff like that.
Yeah, it should be a good crowd for it.
Micah, between Watcher and Significant Other, you are the queen of spooky season here in
Certainly
October.
am.
Are you excited to be leading the charge?
I am, yeah, no, this is kind of my time to, October, my time to shine, so happy to be here.
The internet's favorite screen queen.
Indeed.
You just buy like yearly calendars and flip through
Yeah,
October
I
and be
just-
like, oh.
Yes.
It's all these lovely
yeah.
photos the rest
September
of the
goes
year.
away and then it's my time.
Exactly. Anyways.
Significant Other in particular seems to walk a very fine line between comedy and tragedy or horror, which are opposite sides of the same coin, but I'd love to know how everybody balances that with your respective roles on the film.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's always just kind of a scene to scene thing where obviously I think the way the movie works is that you expect one thing and it kind of takes these turns into some other genres that you might not have expected. So we just tried our best to tackle that on a scene to scene basis. And in this part of the movie, pretend it's one of those movies, and in this part of the movie, pretend it's one of those movies. So a lot harder for these two than it is for us.
Yeah, I felt like when I first read the script, I thought like, am I reading this right? Am I getting the tone right in my mind?
Mm-hmm.
And then we, Dan and Bobby and I spoke initially, and I was like, this is funny sometimes, right? This is, and then it's scary again, and they were like, yeah, you got it. So then on set, trying to figure out like, how do you keep this like the narrative organic and sort of progressing naturally, but as it kind of like gets shoved this way and then pulled that way, and how to like exist in those genres or styles without negating what's come before or come after narratively.
I'd love to ask you about Harry in particular, because in the trailer, it's a little unclear of if we like you or if we don't like you. Is that a challenge for you to bring from scene to scene?
That's how most people describe meeting me. So it's pretty natural. I don't know if I like him, and I'm his mom. So
Can we get that on the record?
yeah, I think the joy or the focus for me maybe is like, what is Harry going after? Like in each of these things, and then, as you watch the film, you see like the intensity with which he's trying to get these things cranked up or cranked down. But, as to whether someone likes me or not is not like I'm not like, oh, they've got to like me in this scene, as much as being like, well, what am I trying to get here? And, am I closer or further away?
It was very fun to utilize, Jake's had a long career and has played a lot of what he has described as the male version of the Manic Pixie Dream Girl from like the aughts,
Yes,
of just
very
the
good.
like impossibly likable, sort of supporting character to a female protagonist. So it's really, really nice when you have an actor that kind of has some of that off-screen baggage that we then get to subvert and surprise audiences with, and it's a testament to his talent that it sort of comes across so well like that. But yeah, the likability question with him is a really kind of unique one with his career.
Did you want to add to that?
Oh, no.
No, you're good. Okay.
I'm good.
I just didn't.
I was going to say we have one person confirmed who
Yeah.
likes you so far.
Yeah.
So we're doing really well.
Good percentage. Yeah.
In the majors, that's pretty good.
Is that a sports metaphor?
Yeah.
This is Comic-Con.
Sorry. Oh man, come on. Come on, pigeonhole, folks. I'm sure some of these folks like baseball.
Yeah.
In addition to Harry and Ruth, it seems like the Pacific Northwest is a really present character in the story. So I would love to ask, how much hiking did you actually do on set?
Well, we did some, those big wide shots
Yeah.
with the
Yes.
backpacks filled with like
Yes.
fluff.
There's one ravine
Yep, that was a
that
good
they
one.
like shot in
That was
slow
fun.
mo
You
and got a
guys
couple
hiked
ways
in
in.
a lot of B-roll that didn't make it
Yeah,
in the film.
yes. There was like, you're also like, you're mic'd up, and so then around like the 7th or 8th time, you're like very quietly being like, oh, going again. Again?
Yeah, like,
What? walking in the woods? But yeah, a fair bit. But also, I mean, shooting in Portland and the sort of surrounds was incredible. You're like an hour from Cannon Beach, and so while making the movie was incredible, and the like, maybe this is more interesting. There's like a spot in the film that a tree is fallen, and then we're shooting in the like lifted root system of the tree, and these guys were like, wait till you see it, like it looks like a set. Like we're almost afraid to shoot how you would shoot it because it looks too good. Like we have to find a way to let people know, like, we're in the woods. We didn't like go onto a soundstage.
Title card at all times. This
Real
is not
tree.
built.
It's almost a shame that you have to work there when you do, because everything is gorgeous. You want to just be sitting there and like, you know, Henry David throwing out.
We
Just,
went on, Micah,
you know.
we went on one hike on a weekend, right?
Yeah, we
Didn't
went
we?
to the waterfall.
right?
Yeah, we went to the
Yeah,
waterfall.
we went to the
thing.
waterfall
Waterfall.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
We went
hiked.
on one like panic hike where we were just like
We're
worried
like,
about
we're-
what the next day of shooting is.
Yeah,
or
no,
something
we
like
did.
That.
That's
It was
you're
nice.
totally right.
You said backpacks filled with fluff?
Oh, I mean, you know.
Were there nothing in your bags?
Oh, there's a couple
Movie
things.
magic?
Yeah, you
That's
know,
tough.
You're
I'm
selling the weight.
yeah.
Come on, you think
It's
Reese
active.
Witherspoon is really toting that thing in Wild? It's
Shots
full of helium.
fired. Shots fired off.
Big time. Whoa.
Here's another thing I'd like
Can't
to
wait to hear Reese's response to
The beef begins.
this.
I also know that this triangle here has collaborated before on villains. So when Significant Other was coming up, did you always know that Micah was the lady to be leading it?
Yes, we
Oh, yeah.
wrote
It was literally she's vegetarian, I'm vegetarian. I just
Yeah.
remember like the first couple pages I was like, yeah.
yeah.
This
Surfer,
is-
too.
yeah,
She's a,
yeah,
She's
mhm.
a pro kite.
It's pretty
surfer,
cool. Can't
so.
say I've ever had it. Yeah, that's fun.
But yeah, I mean, we had such a great time on Villains,
We
and you know, when we
certainly
originally
did.
came up with this movie, it was the middle of the lockdown, and we just wanted to, you know, come up with something that we could go and just shoot, and you know, find an actor that we had a previous relationship with, and just like go out in the woods and do it. And so yeah, we wrote it for Micah.
That's
So
what
she was
we
in there
did.
from the beginning.
Were you presented with any other unique challenges when you decided to shoot it? And do you think some of that anxiety made it into the characters and onto the screen?
I mean, you know,
I know that's
I mean,
right.
the writing. I mean, we've been talking about, but the writing of it. You know, I think we all felt, even people who didn't have anxiety issues. I think going into the pandemic, you went ahead and developed
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
You know, and so that definitely helped work that theme into it. Is I think we all kind of just felt that way coming out of the lockdown, where we're like, how do we be around people? What do we do?
Well, and it's just like there certainly is just general anxiety with how we were actually going to pull off a lot of it because it is all shot on location. So
Yeah.
like there's a really important scene on a cliff, and it was like, oh, and we were like, I remember location scouting for cliffs, and you know, some of them that we go to are like, there's no wind protection or any trees, and you're like, the wind is like 35 miles an hour, and you're like getting blown out. We're like, you can't shoot a movie on this, can you?
Yeah.
Thankfully, we found a place that did have some wind cover, but you know, there were definitely moments of like, can we pull this off? Is this like something that can really happen?
It's also the Pacific Northwest in the fall, so it's like
Yeah.
the rainiest place on Earth, and we just got really lucky with weather. And you know, when it did rain, it wasn't that bad. And you know, I think we only had to stop shooting like once because of the
Yeah.
rain, which is insane. And like the entire crew was like, we've never seen anything like this. So we had a horseshoe up our butt the whole time. in the
Nice.
weather, yeah.
And because we're here at Comic-Con, no more baseball metaphors. I would love to know what everyone is geeking out about that you're not working on.
Like,
Oh, sure.
Stuff
like,
we're watching that we're
Yeah.
Oh,
Most
yeah.
people say Star Trek, honestly.
yeah, sure.
I have yet to see. I like the new game of House of Dragons.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is
Big
that-
fan, obviously.
yeah.
The thing
She
with
has
the-
like
There's
the hair.
it's quite good.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
definitely watching that.
I mean-
Checking Rings of Power out, certainly. I just finished season 1 of Wheel of Time, which is like
Whoa.
a little bit more just like real nerdy fantasy,
Mhm.
but I
I'm
dig
also
that,
just
you
like
know,
a huge
so-
Pokemon stan and have been my whole life, so there's plenty of that going around. I feel at home.
Yeah.
That's great. Good for you.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
I know I forbade you
Yeah.
baseball metaphors,
Like,
but.
The Last Movie Stars is Ethan Hawke documentary.
Yes, that's great.
Very
That's
cool.
good.
And,
Good job.
watching Succession a lot and reading.
I think you're gonna find more like Maya Hawk.
Yes, right. Yeah.
I don't know. Full
It's
stop.
okay.
I don't know.
It's alright, Jake. It's okay.
I'm reading Stephen King's new book too, Fairy Tale, which is very
Oh,
good.
heck yeah. Very, very
Yeah,
trendy right
very
now. Well, thank you very much.
More to offer, you know.
Thank you so much for joining
Thank
us here at New
you.
York
Thank you.
Comic Con.
Thank you for having. Thank you very much.